Now it's better to believe. It's better to believe when you're next to me. I'm feeling kind of free when you're next to me, and it's joy each time I breathe. You're everything I need when you're next to me. I'm feeling kind of free.
On behalf of Cassandra Ryan, I want to thank you so much for being here to share this monumental day as they start this entire new journey in life. And I just want to bless us as we get started. Father, I thank you so much that before any day took place in Cassandra Ryan's life, you knew today would happen. So Father, we just pray right now and invite you to be here in our midst, that you would bless everything that's about to happen in the next few minutes and let it not stop, but just continue to pour out and grow as this relationship and marriage blossoms and blooms and has a great life all of its own. We just ask it today in your name. Amen. I want, as you start this commitment together, to kind of set things up and talk about it, that God has ordained this, that He has a place for each of you in the midst of this. So I want you to be led by each other out of respect for Christ, operating in those roles which He's placed you in, that you are going to be able to work together and make this marriage best and the greatest that He has it intended for you. The good news, though, in the midst of all of this, is that you don't have to do it alone. Because just as God established these roles, He wants to be present in your lives and in your relationship with one another. The foundation of what you do from this point forward is going to be on what He has planned for you. Here we are. I want you to just take a second and look out. I want you to take this in for a moment. You are so blessed to have so many family and friends who are here to show their love and support for you as you start this. Ryan, do you take Cassandra to be your wife and before God and these witnesses promise to be faithful, forsaking all others, and true as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Cassandra, do you take Ryan to be your husband and before God and all of these witnesses promise to be faithful, forsaking all others, and true as long as you both shall live?
I do.
I want you to take this, Ryan, and put this on Cassandra's hand and repeat after me.
Cassandra,
with this ring, I pledge to you in marriage
I pledge to you in marriage
all that I am,
all that I am,
all that I have,
all that I have,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in poverty and in wealth,
in poverty and in wealth,
in good times and bad,
in good times and bad,
until death we are separated.
until death we are separated.
Cassandra, I want you to take this ring and put it on Ryan's finger and repeat after me. Ryan.
Ryan.
You have to say it too. It can't just be me. You have to participate. With this ring,
With this ring,
I pledge to you in marriage
I pledge to you in marriage
all that I am
all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in poverty and in wealth,
in poverty and in wealth,
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
until death we are separated.
until death we are separated.
In Ecclesiastes 4:12, it says this: one person can be overpowered, two people can stand up for themselves, and a rope made out of 3 cords isn't easily broken.
Heavenly Father, we just thank you so much for blessing us blessing us as the Lord of our lives, blessing us with Cassandra Ryan. They're such beautiful examples of your creation. We also thank you for this joyous celebration. We're going to have so much fun fellowshipping with our family and friends. And I just ask you now, Lord, as they move forward in their lives, that they just draw closer and closer to you. And I just ask a special blessing on their lives as they move forward, that wherever they go, whatever they do, that they find favor. In your name I pray. Amen.
Ryan and Cassandra, because you've pledged your love and your faith to each other and sealed your vows in giving and the receiving of rings and expressed complete and pure dedication to each other before God and all of these witnesses here today, it's by the authority vested in me in the state of Ohio that I can now pronounce you man and wife. You can kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure and honor for the very first time ever to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Ryan Clare.
everyone for being here tonight. As you may have heard, my name is Brittany and I'm one of Cassandra's Maid of Honors. Cassandra's been one of my best friends since the beginning of college. And throughout the years, I've had the pleasure of watching her grow into the very admirable and very beautiful young woman you see today. As our friendship has grown, I've had the opportunity to see what a genuine, kind, and loving person she is. And I've also had the opportunity to experience firsthand how unique she is, or what others might call weird. That is one of Cassandra's Halloween costumes. It's a character from Star Wars. If you don't know what it is, you're on the same page as me. And after Cassandra began dating Ryan, I knew they were meant to be for one simple reason. He's just as weird as she is. Dr. Seuss wrote, "We are all a little weird, and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love."
My name is Yelena. I'm Cass's other maid of honor, and shortly after we met, I remember her telling me about this great fraternity boy she had just met, how cute he was and how much she loved talking and texting to him, and I'm very happy to see them both sitting side by side here today. And although I was a little mad at Ryan at first for taking her away from me, I know that he will be just as truly blessed to call her a wife as I have been blessed to call her my best friend and my sister all of these years.
Hi everyone, I'm Brett. I'm Ryan's brother and his ghost of Christmas future, unfortunately. We're all here today to celebrate Ryan and Cass, because somewhere down the line they touched each and one of our lives. There's something truly magnetic about this couple, but I argue that few of us can put a finger on what that really is. But tonight, on this momentous evening, I'd love to at least share just a few things I've learned about Ryan along the way. Hopefully we can all get a little closer to understanding why Cass has hung around for so long. Fashion. Fashion has always been a key ingredient in the recipe of Ryan. Even when we were children, there were the classic looks, such as paleontologist Ryan, attending elementary school for weeks dressed head to toe as Dr. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park. The outfit that says it all came several years earlier. This ensemble can only be described as Cowboy Ryan's big debut. My dear brother decided to mosey out to our front yard and give a friendly howdy, y'all, to our neighbors, the mailman, generals passers-by, clothed in nothing but cowboy boots and a smile. Needless to say, this affinity for spectacle would always remain with him. Hooliganism. Ryan Clare is a troublemaker, plain and simple. I'm sure most of you here know that. This manifested at an early age. Say when he decided on Christmas Eve to TP the family tree. An act that I was actually framed for and punished, I might add. Heart. Ryan Clare is a big old blubbering softie. Oftentimes I brought him to tears when we were kids. Not something that I'm particularly proud of. But it always showed how much he cared about me, even when I wasn't the best of brothers. Ryan, looking back at our childhood, I see the amazing person you've grown to be. I couldn't be more proud and grateful to have you as a brother. Over the years, I've witnessed constant change and growth you've undergone. But somehow, all along the way, you never lost that secret ingredient. As you and Cass join together, the only advice I have for the two of you is keep growing together, constantly evolve, but deep down, stay true to who you are. You two have such a bright, exciting future to look forward to, and I, for one, can't wait to see what's coming.
When I was trying to come up with a speech, it's kind of hard when you've known somebody for 18 years. It was amazing when I met him in 3rd grade. He was just like this ambitious guy. And it was amazing, that ambition just brought you in. And that's why we're here today. It's both of these people. It's their passion, their love, it's their friendship, it's everything that they bring to the table that we're here today. Before we actually joined Kent, we were both supposed to be roommates at Cincy. And 3 days before deadline, I get a call from Ryan. Hey man, I'm gonna go to Kent. You wanna be my roomie out there? I was like, why not? Why not? Worst impulse decision that turned into the greatest thing ever. We met all of you fantastic folks here. we met we met our loved ones. It was fantastic. Before we let Ryan depart on this next journey, because we've been on this fantastic ride for 18 years, I would like all my brothers right now to join me as we send Brian off on a great departure.
Come, brothers, let us raise our toast to the King we love the most. His sword and shield will loyal be in defeat or victory. To the colors white and blue, we will be forever true to rise up. We'll always raise voices of eternal praise.
The first time I heard about Ryan, he took Cassie out on a first date. So apparently when they were coming back, there was a sign outside the fraternity house that had a tarp on it. And Ryan was feigning disgust, as if somebody had done it on purpose or something. Where he stopped, pulled the tarp out, if I got it right, and it read, "Cassie, I'm crazy about you," or something to that extent, right? And "You're a total babe, and I want to go out with you." And I guess then each of his buddies came out with a rose. And I remember saying to myself, "Damn, this kid's good." I said, "This kid is good." I got to know Ryan, and he is certainly a good boy. And then last year, we were having dinner, and Cassie got up to go to the washroom, and I was with my dad, and Ryan, Cassie was gone, and he asked for both of our blessing to marry her. And how often does that happen? I can't say enough about that. Couldn't ask for a better girl. So I appreciate everybody coming and to share this moment right now at this juncture in their life. I know they breathe from a single soul, and they beat from a single heart. And that's not a bad way to start a marriage.